What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Tuesday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have 6 games on the main slate tonight. 3 of the 6 are double-digit spreads, so we got a risky slate here. Not really any injury news, at all. We have Trey Murphy on the Pelicans, who's questionable. I don't think there's anyone else. The Hornets coach ruled out Rozier yesterday with an illness, and he said he's not going to play tonight either on a back-to-back. So that'll lead us into, one of our few value plays we have on this slate. We have Joel Embiid coming back at home against the Bulls. Drummond's going to have a problem tonight covering Embiid, in my opinion. So we're going to want to try to get to him on this small game slate. We have the Kings and Hornets game might be the best game to pick from DFS-wise. It just has a 16-point spread, so we're going to have to cross our fingers that game stays close. Good chance that if the Kings do blow out the Hornets, they'll be scoring a lot in the first 3 quarters anyway. So give this video a like, subscribe, put my alerts on so you don't miss anything, and Happy New Year. I didn't do a video yesterday. I was recovering from a long New Year's Eve, so coming back, it feels like, today is January 1st, in my opinion, because I didn't really, exist yesterday, but we had a weird NBA slate. The college slate I played cashed. Andrew Nembhard got 0 on the Pacers. He had 0 in the first half, got hurt, didn't come back, had him everywhere, so that kind of screwed us. Let's kind of start, tonight as a new slate. Yesterday went really weird, but going into the first play, if Terry Rozier is out, like the coach said last night, Ish Smith is going to be the guy. A lot of people went to him last night. He did all right. He got 16 fantasy points. That's really all he needs to hit value. He's going to start for Rozier. Still no Gordon Hayward. Still no LaMelo Ball. So he's going to be their main ball distributor. 29 minutes last night looks pretty good to play 28-plus minutes again tonight. Again, there could be a blowout, but he's so cheap, I don't really care. He's going to allow us to get to Joel Embiid tonight. We're going to definitely want to get to Embiid on this slate, looking at, kind of the pay-up options. You really have, De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, and they're in that they're in this blowout game too, so very risky. But I like Ish Smith at point guard at 3,700. Shooting guard, we're going to go down a little bit, and I'd be lying to you if I said that I forget who I had at shooting guard in my video, because it was a little bit ago, but I guess we'll go back to him. But now I remember. It's Malik Monk on the Kings. Monk's down below 6K now, 5,800. Again, I have a few guys in this video in this Kings and Hornets game just because it's such a great game environment for fantasy points. Malik Monk needs 28 fantasy points to hit value. He's almost averaging that on the year. He's been playing more off the bench, as we've seen Kevin Huerter, his minutes have gone down recently because he hasn't been playing well. Monk, it was a blowout against the Grizzlies last game, so he only played 21 minutes, but he crushed in those 21 minutes, 39 fantasy points, got 33 the game before. We need him to just get mid-20s. Again, the 6-game slate, we don't have a lot to pick from. There's not a lot of value. There's not a lot of injuries. Like I said, we're not really waiting on any questionable guys, which, that's a huge pro. But the con is that, minimal injuries leads to minimal value. So I like Malik Monk. He's a middle-tier guy you're probably going to want to get to in this matchup against the Hornets. And I think he'll, get mid-20s to reach his value tonight. Small forward, one more guy from this game, just because with no Rozier, no Hayward, no LaMelo Ball, there's just a lot of extra usage going around to these Hornets starters. Again, there's a decent chance it's a blowout, but I still like these guys here. Brandon Miller, 6,000. He's going to be, I don't know, the number 1 guy on this team, maybe the number 2 behind Miles Bridges. But he's going to be getting his shots up tonight. 31 minutes. He's, been about a fantasy point per minute, maybe a little bit less this year. But it's tough to really compare how he's been doing this year because there's been limited time where the Hornets have been without Terry Rozier, Ball, and Hayward. So expect him to be, alongside Miles Bridges as the two top offensive guys for the Hornets tonight. If this game stays close, it's going to be because Brandon Miller and Bridges are having good games. I like Miller at 6K. He should get you, anywhere from 25 to 35 fantasy points tonight. I don't mind him at this price. For power forward, we're going to go to Golden State, drawing the start last game over Kevon Looney. Trayce Jackson-Davis, their rookie, they really like him. He's been looking really good as of late, and he's been getting some extra minutes and starting. Last game he started against the Mavericks, 28 minutes. Kevon Looney's all the way down to sub 15 minutes right now as the Warriors try to change things up. We also saw Chris Paul start in this game alongside Klay Thompson, Kuminga, Jackson Davis, and Steph Curry. So we're projecting that same starting lineup tonight. I don't think they'll change it. I think, Steve Kerr changed it up last game, and he's going to at least give this a few game sample size, in my opinion. I like Jackson Davis to get 25 plus minutes tonight. At 5,600, he needs 27 fantasy points. He's done that in the last 2 games. When he gets the minutes, he can crush. About a week ago, 28 minutes, 35 fantasy points, 24. I actually X'd out of it, but 24 minutes, 34 fantasy points. So he's been well over a fantasy point per minute guy in his young rookie season so far, and he's obviously getting more work now as Steve Kerr tries to change up his rotations a little bit. I like Jackson Davis here. At 5,600, he can play power forward and center, but we won't need to worry about that multi-positional eligibility with center because we're going to Joel Embiid. He's a must-play on DraftKings at 11K. I don't know why he's so cheap over there. Even at 12.5, he's projected for 63 fantasy points tonight. That's what he needs to hit value. He's averaging that on the dot this year. Really like this matchup. Hopefully this game doesn't blow out. It is a 10-point spread, but again, we got half the games tonight that have double-digit spreads, so it's kind of the inevitable. We can't really avoid it. We got to pick someone. Embiid is the clear-cut best spend up on this slate, in my opinion. I don't really feel comfortable with many other guys. Tatum's up there. The Celtics are fully healthy, so it's tough for him to get there. SGA, really hard matchup against that Celtics defense. And you got Fox and Sabonis, who are looking pretty popular, but again, you're dealing with a blowout once again with that Kings and Hornets game. I like going to Embiid. I think, those raw points, those 55-plus raw points you're going to get from him tonight are going to be very crucial on this slate with limited value. That'll do it for this video, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.